We now know the names of 27 men suspected to be gay, reportedly killed by Chechen authorities. They were released by a Russian newspaper. Meanwhile, Chechen authorities are reportedly continuing their crackdown on gay men across the region. Earlier this year, dozens of men were allegedly rounded up, tortured, and killed by the government there in an anti-gay purge. The youngest was just 18 years old. Kate Ellis is the president of GLAAD. She joins us now to talk about this ongoing issue in Chechnya. You point out that these men may not even be gay, these 27 men, and yet they've been targeted by police?
That's correct. So there's been this, as you said, purge going on of suspected people who are LGBTQ, specifically gay, and they're being rounded up. And so what we've been doing at GLAAD, since this started reporting back in mid-April, we've been calling on the President of the United States to speak up and against this. As a world leader, we've been always, for at least the past 8 years, a leader on human rights issues. And this is a human rights issue. These are men who are being killed simply because they're suspected of being gay. And we've heard nothing. There's been silence. We just got back from the G20, or they just got back from the G20, and there was a prime opportunity. We called on Trump, along with 20 other organizations, to bring this up in his one-to-one, in his bilateral
with President Putin.
Yes, and he did not bring this up. In fact, Putin is saying there are no gay people in Chechnya, as is the president of Chechnya reporting that there are no gay people in Chechnya. There's a bigger issue here, is the silence coming out of the administration here at home. And we're seeing a rise of hate crimes in America. We're seeing a rise of combative actions towards the LGBTQ community in America, and we're seeing it at the global level too.
Why do you think that's happening?
I think because there's nothing being said against it. We're not seeing leadership
at the highest level.
At the highest level. Okay. We worked at GLAAD, and we got our membership to speak out and speak up, and we were successful in getting Nikki Haley to speak out against Chechnya, and that was a great win. But that's a small step, and getting Trump even to speak out is a small step. We have to look at other ways that we can help these people who are in desperate measures and desperate needs. And as I said, this is a human rights issue. This is not even just an LGBTQ issue. So this should be on everybody's top list of helping people globally and locally here in the United States.
Okay, so if this isn't going to happen at the highest level between Putin and Trump, where does it happen? You mentioned that Nikki Haley, the UN ambassador, has spoken up. The congressional resolution, as well as the State Department, both addressed the situation in Chechnya with gay people and suspected gay people. And the State Department released a statement saying, "We categorically condemn the persecution of individuals based on their sexual orientation." I mean, that's pretty standard fare. What more can be done at other levels of U.S. government?
Well, I think it's not only the pressure from the people, but it's people. It's LGBTQ people. It's our allies being visible, speaking up, and making sure that they're pressuring at the local level and the national level their government officials to make sure that they're speaking out against this, and then taking action. The first step is speaking out about it and raising awareness around it. But we're seeing this at the global level, and then also at the United States of America level, of where we're seeing these rise in hate crimes and this rise of bullying, as I said before. And so I think that when you're not hearing from the global leader of the free world who's not condemning this, it is giving a permission slip. It is ushering in a new era of anti-LGBTQ violence, and we're seeing it.
Troubling. Kate Ellis, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.